Hi, it's John Reed at Palo Alto with a familiar face, Steve Lucas, HANA guru at large. We're here to talk about an issue of some importance, which has to do sort of giving back, I guess you could say.
Yep.
I don't usually do videos that focus on cool things SAP is doing without some criticism, but I really have a hard time criticizing this one. This has to do with veterans, and one of the issues, of course, with veterans is coming back from service and finding that there's a challenge with new opportunities. And you guys have found a way to do that, and also with HANA. So tell me how this whole thing originated. There's a skills shortage, and this is kind of one way to fill it?
Well, yeah, absolutely. And so we've seen a tremendous amount of growth, especially in core areas like database, mobility, and analytics. And our customers have huge demand. Our partners have huge demand. So that's the good news. And when we look at that on the right hand, yet we see in the news all the time these stories about how veterans who have these incredible skill sets coming back from service to their country have challenges finding gainful employment. It was easy for us to do the math and say, wow, what if we could put together a program that really educated, enabled, and empowered these veterans around these amazing technologies, mobility, analytics, and database, and we were able to help them find employment, actually, and most importantly for SAP, on top of the great fact that we're giving back and doing something for the community, that we can fulfill a demand that's there in the market.
Now, the first step, I guess, would be training and certification, right? That's the first thing you're going to need to do, is figure out different kinds of training people are going to need based on their backgrounds, or...
Yeah, exactly. I mean, obviously anyone coming back from serving their country in any kind of campaign, they're going to have a very broad skill set, and they're also going to have specific, specialties or areas of expertise. So the first thing we're doing is anyone that wants to enter into this program, which we're doing initially, I think, in 6 states across the U.S., the ones with the highest concentration of military bases, etc. We're going to be sitting down with those candidates. We're going to be looking at their skill sets, what they know, what they're passionate about, and then we'll be putting them in the program and giving them a specific but consistent education, certification, and enablement program, so that they'll be able to finish the program first and foremost ready to go, ready to implement technology, ready to be value add to our customers.
Yeah, when I first heard about this, one of my concerns was like, well, let's get a bunch of them certified in HANA, but it's like everyone's skills are different, so it sounds like you're going to kind of take a closer look at that. So you get someone trained and certified, but then there is this other challenge, and I do hear from people a lot who have various kinds of SAP certifications. Not always easy getting that foot in the door. Once you get your foot in the door, that's a different story.
Right.
So you have a placement process that you're envisioning as well?
Well, yeah. I mean, the first thing, and that's a great question, the first thing that we did was we went to our partners, and these are very large, very well-established partners that have been working for SAP for 20, 30 years. And they see the demand too. And we talked to them about what they see, and they said, man, we would love to employ these people coming out of this program. So we don't just provide the education and certification of these highly valuable veterans. We're actually working with our partners, and they've committed to place these people in jobs. So the cool part about it is we're not just providing the certification, we're actually providing effectively a program to fill each of these highly qualified people as they roll out of the program.
So who thought of this?
Well, it's first of all, I say the credit has to go in part to, there's a brilliant woman that used to work for me. She still works at SAP, Diane Finelli. She had this great idea, and she has a kind of a soft spot for military veterans and people that have served their country. And we started iterating on ideas back and forth. I just loved it when I heard it. I thought, this is great. My father served in the military, and it meant a lot to me as well. And then ultimately we took the idea to Rob Enslin, who is the president of SAP Field Operations, and he's actually a military veteran from South Africa as well. So, for him, he loved it the instant that he heard it. It really meant a lot to him, and I think he has a soft spot for anyone that has served their country. So certainly the commitment that SAP has to people that have served their respective country is there. But I have to give a lot of credit to Diane. She was brilliant, and just what a great program.
Right, and a year or two down the road, how will you measure the success of this type of initiative?
Well, first thing we should do is use our analytics tools to kind of count these people.
Surprised you would say that.
Yes, so we should do that. But really we have some core objectives in terms of numbers. So this year alone, we are paying for the education and certification of 1,000 veterans. So that's a great first step. And that'll help us learn a little bit more, probably fine-tune and refine the program. Next year, we plan to pay for and go to 3,500 veterans. The following year, 7,500. And again, the subsequent year after that, 7,500. So in the next 4 years, we're talking about 21,000 plus certified veterans that will not just be educated on SAP, mobile, analytics, and database technology, but be placed into jobs with our biggest and best partners.
All right, folks, you heard it here first. Wish you luck with the program.
Thank you so much. I appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
All right.